In the top stories, a woman accused of assaulting a former parliamentarian is remanded to Dodds. Hoteliers chided for not taking advantage of duty-free concessions, and West Indies struggle on the opening day of their test match against Australia. Welcome to Nation News for Wednesday, June 3rd, 2015. I am Natasha Beckles. A woman has been remanded to prison after pleading not guilty to assaulting former parliamentarian Roald Eastman. 35-year-old Hanifa Reza White of St. James pleaded not guilty to unlawful assault and using the threatening words, "I can kill you," towards Mr. Eastman when she appeared at the Holton Magistrates Court on Wednesday. It is the second time in 4 years Ms. White has been to court on charges against Mr. Eastman. In 2011, she was also accused of assault. During testimony, it was revealed the pair had been in a relationship. Ms. White is scheduled to return to court on Wednesday. You may recall that the Barbados Hotel and Tourism Association appealed to government for all hotels to benefit from the duty-free concessions which were granted to Sandals Barbados resorts. Well, now that the concessions have been put in place, it appears some hoteliers are reluctant to take advantage. BHGR Chairman Sunil Chatrani says less than half of the association's members have applied for the relevant licenses, and it seems they don't understand the value of the tax breaks. Of those who have applied, he said half have been approved. Mr. Chatrani made the comments on Wednesday during the association's annual general meeting. A clothing store has been damaged in a fire which broke out on Tudor Street, the city, on Wednesday. Station Officer Gordon Boxall said 2 water tenders and 9 officers responded to the blaze around 12:15. They were able to prevent the blaze from spreading to neighboring businesses. No one was in the store at the time. Police are investigating. The first case to be heard by the Employment Rights Tribunal is down to just one more witness following Wednesday's sitting. Chairman of the tribunal, Hal Gollop, says that after 2 more sessions on June 22nd and probably the 23rd, the commissioner should be retiring to consider the evidence and make a ruling. The tribunal is hearing an unfair dismissal claim filed by Joel Leacock, a former business advisor at accounting firm KPMG. Mr. Leacock worked with the business from November 2011 to September 2013. The Barbados Workers Union has won a small victory in its battle against the Barbados Light and Power. The power company has admitted that it breached established protocol when it made 73 people redundant as part of its restructuring plan. This admission came after almost 6 hours of talks chaired by Minister of Labour Dr. Esther Beyer on Tuesday. Both Dr. Beyer and immediate past General Secretary of the BWU, Sir Roy Trotman, said companies should not only follow the letter of the law but adhere to established industrial relations customs. Appliance retailer Quartz and the Barbados Renewable Energy Association have signed a memorandum of understanding aimed at pushing the use of alternative energy among Barbadians. The agreement was signed by Quartz Commercial Director Peter Ellis and Brea's Executive Director Clyde Griffith at Quartz headquarters in Bridgetown on Wednesday. Mr. Ellis outlined some aspects of the MOU.
To help Unacoma's customers and indeed all consumers in Barbados rationalize the cost of energy efficiency appliances in consonance with other stakeholders such as Brea, Caribbean LED and others, to educate Unacoma's customers and all consumers in Barbados and the wider marketplace on the benefits of decreasing their and the country's overall energy bill through a series of public education, town hall meetings and other events that we're going to do in concert with Brea to further encourage the use of solar thermal products and their contribution to our economy.
In sport, West Indies were bowled out for 148 in the first innings of the first test against Australia. Playing at Windsor Park in Dominica on a slow wicket, the regional side never really got going. Barbadian opener Shea Hope top scored with 36, while Jason Holder contributed 21. You can find a report on the day's play at nationnews.com. And finally, a Houston man is suing the cemetery where his wife was buried after the coffin rose up out of the ground and floated away during recent floods. Richard Lee was told he would have to pay a discounted burial fee before the casket could be placed back underground, but he is contending it should not have floated away. His attorney claimed he paid more than Barbados $22,000 for a sealed concrete vault, which should have held up against flood waters. A rival funeral home has offered to do the reburial free of cost, but Lee wants his wife to return to her original resting place. And that's Nation News for Wednesday. For more news, log on to nationnews.com, as well as YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Remember to pick up your Daily Nation on Thursday or subscribe to our e-paper. Thank you so much for joining us.